magic. Come along, let's make it tragic. Dance in the kitchen where the flavors intertwine. Laughing and cooking, we're on a vibe so fine. The aroma's rising, the chat is vibing. With the laughter, joys are living. Every cut and sizzles of it. Dana's kitchen, it's the heart. Dance in the kitchen where the flavors intertwine. Laughing and cooking with the times of food and night. Electric nights and streaming light, we're tuning in, feeling right. Spicy sauces, sweet surprises, sushi screens, and the flavor rises and Dana's around. We all discover new delights with every cover, topping, mixing every taste. No ingredients, good to waste. Dance in the kitchen where the flavors intertwine. Laughing and cooking, we're on a bike so fine. The aroma's rising, the chat is riding, with their laughter, joy's arriving. Every cut and seals art, in Dana's kitchen, it's the heart. Dance in the kitchen, where the flavors intertwine. Laughing and cooking, with the times of food and life. Amidst the lights, she sets the stage. Dana's kitchen, turn of age. Stringing life with zest and flavor. Every moment wants to savor. A twitch and chase it in a kitchen. Sizzling sounds and colors, glisten. Interactive, closest to be in Dana's kitchen. Feel the heat. Midnight snacks and morning brew. With the charm you can refuse. If it's one morning down, take a chest, I glass of blue. The Dana's kitchen, the sweet alive. Whiskey up magic with flavors bright. Dreaming dreams and the neon lights. With tame joy on a starry night. Tune it tight and she says it right. From savory dishes to sweet delights. Every sprinkle, every dash. Creating moments of cool refresh. Dance in the kitchen where the flavors intertwine. Laughing and cooking with the times of food and life. Dance in the kitchen where the flavors intertwine. Laughing and cooking with the times of food and life. Dana's in the kitchen. Let's cook, let's have some fun. Whipping up the best. Oh yeah. Plates full of yum. Plates full of yum. Oh yeah. Rockies by the stove, bestest boy. Tail wags to the beat of the pan's hot sizzle. Laughing over cocktails, drink more's the pour. Shake it up, mix it well. Frosty mugs of fun. Every bite's a hit, a flavored run. Plates stacked high, come get you some. Drinks got the tunes. trade in town. Mouths watering, eyes so wide. Can't wait. Every flavor's a journey, a delicious ride. Rockies by the door. Loyal pup, hoping for a taste. A little luck. Dana's on fire, turn it up. The queen of the kitchen's wild. Pots and pans in harmony, like a symphony compiled. Stirring up a storm, joy in every bite. Come and taste. With Rocky wagging more beneath the neon lights. Rocking out with spatulas, we're flipping fun tonight. With drink more pouring magic, every glass is just right. Shaking up, stirring pots, Dana's on a roll. She's got it going on. Feast your eyes, delight your soul. Come on, sing along. Crank the heat, let's celebrate. It's party time. It's party time. Flavors mingle, senses elevate. It's showtime.
I'm just following him.
Turn on Twitch, let's have some fun. Dana's kitchen has begun. She's whipping up the very best with bartender, drink more, cook less. He's the tech guy, Robbie, Randy, Roy. Rocky is the bestest boy. The food is great, come grab a plate. The show's starting, so don't be late. Dana's kitchen.
Ooh, you could make pita dough.
I look ridiculous.
You can see. He's like, ooh.
Oh, it's so much worse with that Vegemite.
Hi, everybody. It is Thursday. How are you guys doing? What's up? I'll come over here and take a look. Anyway, so hello. Welcome in, Dana. Thank you for welcoming me to my show, but welcome into you guys.
Does it feel good to talk about it, Dana?
It feels good to taco about it because you know what? I love tacos. I'm a therapist, and there's even a sticker here up here. Which Robbie, I told him, I said, "Don't I look nice today?" And he said, "You look real pretty. Here's a taco." Because I put this on here for him. It says, "Feed me tacos and tell me I'm pretty." So he got it. He got it. So thank you, Fajita, for the crowd cheer. Woo!
And for the
taco. We're here. And the tacos. We're not doing tacos today, despite the fact that there's a lot of talk about tacos right now. It's a lot of tacoing about tacos.
I feel like that's a bait and switch, but with what you're making, I'll allow it.
Okay. So I decided to try, I don't know if you are in social media, I'm not on it a ton anymore, but when you get on social media, you know, if you look at food a lot, they show you a lot of food things, and there's one that keeps popping up, and I thought, let's give it a try. So it's a place that does Iberico pork from Spain, and I decided to get a box of different things. So we'll be trying some different things from that, and today we're gonna make our first thing from it, which is a Secreto steak. Hello, Silver G. Hello, how are you? So we're gonna be doing that today. We're gonna make some crispy potatoes. We're gonna kind of take a Mediterranean twist on all of the food. And then we're also going to make a peach burrata. No, I'm sorry, my store didn't have burrata. So we're gonna do mozzarella, but fresh mozzarella. We're gonna do a peach mozzarella kind of take on a caprese, that's the word I'm looking for. And I've got some lovely, lovely oils and vinegars that Tex Egg for Life brought me. So one of them is a peach vinegar, and the other is I think it's cayenne, yes, a cayenne chili infused oil. So I thought, well, let's do that because we'll get a little heat because it's still in olive oil. So we'll get a little heat on one end. We'll get a little sweetness on the other end. We've got creaminess with the mozzarella, and we've got the peaches with sweet. So that will be our salad for today. So, and hello, Mrs. Handy's Kitchen. We're glad that you are here. So that's what we're going to be doing. That's what we're going to be doing today. And it's been a crazy week for us, and I'm going to do my best. I think I'm ready. And don't forget that Robbie will be cooking again on Sunday. He's going to do a mushroom marsala bake. I've never made it before, but I'm going to help him through that. Aren't you excited? It's mushrooms.
If I'm getting help, I'm a little more excited, yeah.
My help will be from behind. But I also was going to make popsicles today, and I forgot to get them started, so we won't be doing that today. Hopefully I'll remember on Sunday. Making some omelets for dinner. I do like omelets I love breakfast for dinner. I wish I could still do things like French toast and waffles more often. Then I'd really, really enjoy it. And I know that's the great thing about omelets. If it doesn't quite work, you can go, I never said I was making an omelet. I said I was making scrambled eggs. And there you go. Problem solved. I've done that many times myself. Chaotic today. I heard about some of your chaos going on, Fajita. So hopefully everything turns out okay for you. So that's what we're going to do today. The first thing we need to do, though, we're going to be doing these crispy potatoes. Whoops. Hang on.
Did you lose a potato?
Floor potato. Okay. We'll get that rinsed off again. So I have little mini yellow, red, and purple potatoes for today. And we're going to start by getting these boiled, because in order to make them crispy, when you've got potatoes like this, what we're going to do is we're going to cut them in half, we're going to boil them, get them cooked through, smash them, and then we're going to put them in some fat in here and cook those down so that they're crispy, Robbie. Does that sound good?
What kind of fat?
So I'm going to try and use the pork fat as much as possible. We're going to trim the steak. We're going to start with that. And if that is not enough fat, in my opinion, I'm going to add some tallow to it. All of those things giving it kind of more grassy, earthy, nutty flavors to our food. So we're going to be doing that. Her gluten issues start in her 20s and then one day went away. I hope that happens, but it's inflammation, so probably not. We'll just have to go with it.
What if you asked really nicely?
I mean, wouldn't that be great? All right, so let's get this pot.
I've heard that please is a magic word.
Not to gluten. Gluten doesn't care about please. My body doesn't. Yeah, so I don't, I can eat gluten, except that I will pay for it. Like I'm gonna feel the inflammation. It's just not good for me. So I will do it if it's worth it. But funny enough, and when we were in Italy, it didn't really bother me anywhere near as much as it does here. All right.
Gluten cares not for manners.
It does not. It does not. It does not discriminate. So we're just going to cut these in half. And if you're doing root vegetables like potatoes, always start in cold water, not in boiling water. If it's not a root vegetable, you start in...
Golden Flare 0205 cheered 200.
Golden Flare, thank
you.
you so much for the biddies. All right, are you up here yet? I don't think you're up here yet. We'll get you up there with those biddies, but thank you so much for those. All right, let's get these started, get some salt. My amount of salt, not Robbie's amount of salt. This one's really big.
Just because my amount of salt is almost 0.
He's like, we don't need salt. But every time he doesn't do salt, I'm like, did you salt this?
Golden Flare loves
No.
salt.
I know. Salt is what makes everything taste better. Really and truly, like a baked good when you eat it and it doesn't have salt in it. So put some salt in there. Remember, we're trying to make it like the ocean. Like the ocean, Robbie. You should know this. You've watched enough cooking shows.
My pasta water is usually more like a fresh pond.
It's more like the water that's been clarified and gone through the filter. It has no flavor
osmosis.
on that. and the U.S. being overprocessed, but going to Mexico, never got sick with dairy. Can you taste the fish in the ocean water? Not really, because I mean, we have no fish in there, but I could put anchovies in there, and then we would taste the fish.
And then she would laugh and laugh and laugh at me.
I would totally laugh at you. Okay, we got to get Flair up on the... I meant to go get a really big Sharpie to do this, so I still need to do that. Like I said, it's been a little bit of a crazy week. We had to pivot on some stuff. Golden.
Pivot.
Pivot. Pivot. Okay, Robbie and I were having this discussion earlier today, which sounds weird, that we were talking about what article of clothing do you put on first after you've got out of the shower? Anybody?
Apparently there's a right answer here.
There's not a right answer. I just think your answer is totally weird. I may have to tell the story.
2 votes for underwear so far.
Underwear? Okay, okay. What's your answer, Robbie?
I'm waiting for more results for influencing the judges.
Just you wait. Just you wait. Okay, let's take a look at the Secreto steak here.
So another vote for underwear with the pants. Because
But that doesn't cross the ocean.
well, it's the European pants.
Pants. Yes, we got that. All right, you want to show this? This is our Secreto steak. I'm going to go get, my cookbook actually
Silver
has.
G says socks. I knew I liked you, Silver G.
Is there left one or right one? All right, let's take a look at a picture.
No, Michael. I'm not a monster. Not sock shoe.
So, Michael, you'll probably get a kick out of this story. We were in a hotel. We were at a wedding. There was a wedding going on, and at about 2:00 in the morning, we get banging on the door, and it's firefighters who are looking for a child that a mother lost across the street at 2 in the morning. And I said, well, nope, he's not here. And they're like, we want to come in and look. And I'm like, Robbie, you need to get up. And he gets up and he just puts socks on. And he goes, ready. I'm like, maybe we need more clothes on than socks. So Robbie is a sock first person. Your feet are too wet. Tifa, welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. How did all of your food, I know you were cooking out of a Date Night In's cookbook today. How did it turn out? What you showed me looked great. So you cannot just barefoot the ground like that after showering. No, I am so not a sock person unless I have to wear socks. I'll be honest with you. So, okay, so when we're looking at...
Would you like to shout out?
Yeah, let's go give Tiff a call. She actually did her first food and drink stream today. And she was raising money for Stand Up. So make sure you do that. And Elser's here. Hello, Elser. And and Andy played the music. I was going to say that sounded like Andy's music and I couldn't find it. Hello, Andy. That's what flip-flops are for. Even in college, like everybody else is putting shower shoes on, I said, forget it. If something happens, it happens. Barefoot it is.
Elser showing off that it's Friday already.
I appreciate you coming over. That's great. And I totally understand the lurking after you've been cooking in the kitchen. It's Friday, Robbie. Okay, let's take a look. The Secreto steak, if you look here, comes from this part, like right underneath the jowl of the pig. So that's where this cut of beef comes from. And the thing about Iberico is they are left to roam free. So and they're usually much older, so they have a longer time to live, and they are in Spain. So there we go. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna trim some of this off. And I'm gonna use a little knife for this until I understand this piece of meat, because this is my first time making this.
Andy's still on vacation.
Oh man, I want another vacation. And we're gonna throw the fat off that we get off of this right into the pan. We don't wanna get rid of all of it, but it's got, I don't know if you can see that, but look how nice this marbling is. So there's plenty of fat inside of the meat, so we don't need a ton on the outside. Now, one of the things for me, I have a bunch of recipes from my grandmother, and fat used to be fat. Pork used to be fattier back in the day. Now we try to make it more lean, right? And so as we do that, we have to change those recipes some.
Oh no.
But there's
ulcer.
nothing wrong. Oh no! It looks great, doesn't it? And you know what? This small knife is not going to cut it. It's really sharp, which is why I
Literally?
wanted it. I really wanted it, but oops. It's not gonna cut it. Pun not intended. Is that what you were
Yes.
referring to? So to me, I'm looking at this steak, and what it reminds me of is a skirt steak.
Oh, I was gonna say it reminds me of dinner.
Did you want dinner tonight? I wasn't aware.
I mean, if possible, any dinner I don't have to cook is always appreciated.
I know, the same goes for me too.
I feel back at home over here. I
You like it
haven't
over
ran
here?
your tech in 2 weeks, Dana. You didn't stream last Thursday.
Yeah. We got some good stuff coming up though. I'm so excited that we've got a food fight coming up next month. And all of the spaces are taken, and the chefs have started sharing their charities with us. And we've had zero time to look at it. And I don't know if Megabytes is in here, but thank you so much for putting together a bracket. Let me just wave the knife around. The bracket
I'm
for
far enough
me.
away, it's safe.
And I will get back to everybody on things when my life calms down a little bit, maybe next week. You know how you sometimes have those weeks and you're like, I can get through this week, and then somebody throws a loop at you and you're like, ah, man. It's not a bad thing. Just something you got to do. All right, I think, because I didn't watch anybody trim this on a YouTube video, I'm just doing it like I would do a skirt steak.
You're winging it?
I'm winging it, which would be funnier if this were chicken. You know what I'm saying?
We could pretend.
Yeah. But I am actually cooking next Tuesday, and it is a Master Chef series that Chef John has put together. And this time around, we're all doing it in our own channels. If anybody wants to cook with me and do stream together, let me know. I can send you the recipes. We're going to be doing chicken enchiladas with a poblano cream sauce on it. So fancy enchiladas.
I can just hear Michael saying, sure, another Tuesday.
Sure, Dana. Pick Tuesdays. Can't do Tuesdays.
Starting
But if
to
you
feel
want to, let me know.
Picked on.
And we can get you information about that, and I can get you the recipe, and then we can cook together. And you can ask me questions if you want to, or very nicely tell me how I can improve it. I'm actually working on this one still as a possible contender for the cookbook all of us food and drink streamers want to make. And right now, I'm like, oh. Did you see that?
I did.
I'm, oh. Okay.
One more time.
Oh. Oh. All right, I'm gonna make a rub for the steak. And then we're gonna let it just come to room temperature with all of that stuff on it. So we're gonna do a Mediterranean rub. And we are going to be using, let's see, some garlic
I'm
powder.
running around in circles.
I'm running around in circles. See, I can still sing it. So we'll do about a tablespoon of garlic powder. And then we're going to do, I'm just looking at their recipe over
Mr.
here.
Jazz Hands. Hey,
Oh.
Lance.
We're gonna do some rosemary. Hi, Lennox, how are you? We're gonna do some rosemary. We're gonna do some oregano.
And Elsa said, purple, please.
Look at that. Look at how purple. Does it look purple to you guys? Because it looks purple to me. We're gonna be doing some
Purple shows
thyme.
up pretty good.
Oops. And we're gonna do some basil.
There we go. That's very purpley over there.
And we're gonna be using this for two things. I think this is actually for the potatoes. I've got everything written down. I did read my recipe a couple
good
of times,
start.
but I just don't remember because my brain is, you ever have those weeks where your brain is mush?
Yes, Elsa, we won this light at Twitch playing some of the games. We really should remember which charity that was for.
It was the house, it was for housing. I can figure it out real quick.
Hey, Tech
Here.
Sag for life. Were your
So-
ears burning?
So entertain for a second, and then I can tell you who it was.
I'm supposed to be the tech guy. We can look at the meat again. There's the meat. We got some spices going off to the side there. Oh, good, the streamer's back. I know, right, Megabytes?
You're also a streamer. Let's see here. Is it on here? Oh, it's not on here.
I'd go dig through the closet, find the shirt that they gave us.
You could. That's right.
So
So-
Megabytes screamed a goat at you.
So Texac for Life, I was talking about how one of our dishes, I'm going to do a peach and mozzarella caprese, and we're going to use the peach vinegar and the cayenne olive oil as our dressing on it. It's not really going to be a dressing. I'm not going to shake them together, but I'm going to, you know, drizzle those on it, and I think that'll be really, really delicious. You cannot have any of the steak yet. It's not cooked. So what we're doing here is we're rendering some fat from the Secreto steak, and I'm going to go back to the recipe just to look at use it. Trimmings in the skillet, thyme, rosemary, just fry them. So we're just going to salt this. So, okay, well, thank you, Mrs. Handy's Kitchen. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Have a good night.
Yeah, and then check out what how our steak comes out. Now, I think it's really funny is that we don't really usually call pork steak, right? In a lot of parts of the United States. I grew up in St. Louis. In St. Louis, we did definitely have barbecued pork steaks. It was actually one of my mom's favorite things. So to see this actually also brought back some memories for me of pork steaks because I just buy pork chops and it's not really pork steak, if that makes sense. So what is the state secret? That it's really delicious. It's a secret steak. Here we go, Fisher House. Fisher House, that's who got us those. Fisher House steak. So we got that. Look, Jedi's here. Jedi's first.
Jedi, you're first. Welcome in.
So there we go. All right, let's at least get some salt on here. Just a little. All right.
I found the shirt.
You did. Good job. It's like a 5-year-old. Good job, Robbie. That was so amazing.
Hey, I'm at least 6 or 7, so you be nice.
Good times. I'm making things up. About pork steaks? Nah. Go look it up. Go look it up. How are you doing, Megabytes? Were you in here when I was talking to you? Are you coming in conveniently? Like a kid. I didn't hear you. All right. So while that fat is rendering, and I've got that on low.
But it's 4 weeks. 4 weeks away to the battle.
Yeah. Less than. Less
No
than 4
pressure.
weeks. No pressure. No pressure for Megabytes. I got a surprise for you. You have to wait till August 5th, though.
You hate it when I do that to you.
I know. I'm hoping Megabytes hates it too.
This is more punishment for not getting
I was
cookies,
just saying
isn't
that
it?
I really appreciate your help with the food fight and putting together a bracket for us to put up there, to put on the social medias, and that I haven't been very responsive to things in the last couple of days because of craziness going on. Nothing bad, just craziness. Just craziness. Don't do that to you, too late. It was a surprise for Robbie too, but he already knows.
I do.
You sure do. All right, we're gonna make it tzatziki.
Let's fill out brackets like for March Madness.
You sure can. You sure can.
Can be like the dot race at the ballpark.
As a matter of fact,
No wagering, please.
Megabytes, if you want to put that up in the Discord and my Discord under General, so that people that are not in the food fight thing have access to it, so they can see who's fighting at a glance.
Saying that he's waiting on images from.
On all the people. Yeah, it may be a while. So feel free to put it up there ahead of time. All right, we want to get about a
Got
cup.
stuff bubbling up over here.
That's potatoes. Just some
Oh,
potatoes.
I thought they were potatoes.
Potato, potato. Help me out here.
I am helping you out. I have no idea what secret she told me. It's been a pretty crazy few days lately.
You're going to love it.
Like I was still setting stuff up for stream about 1 minute before we went live.
All right.
The closest
this
it's
in
been
here.
in a while that we were just barely ready to go on time. Are you just throwing yogurt in there?
Yeah, about a cup. You could use sour cream too. We're making tzatziki, but we're going to make it with some Greek yogurt. And it's a pretty simple tzatziki. We are going to, I don't have, let's see here. What am I saying? I don't have a whole big cucumber. I've got these little ones
Hey,
that we're
this
going to use.
username.
Hey, what's up? And I think I'm going to need this. Do they want me to? My things are all
It's
moving
not
around
what you
down
told
here.
me earlier, is it? Question mark.
No. Why would I tell you the secret? It's a secret from you.
Is the secret that you're making a steak tonight? 'Cause
Nope.
That's also a secret.
No, it's a secret that Megabytes won't know until August 5th. But don't worry, you're not the only one. Your competition won't know until August 5th. Chat won't know until
You
August
won't even
5th.
tell Darth until August 5th.
Probably not. I'll surprise Darth too. Darth should ask me questions if Darth wants to know what's going on. All right, so before we actually put these in the tzatziki, we're gonna grate them, get a little salt on them, and let them drain a little bit so our tzatziki doesn't get watery on that. I do hear entertainer in the background. That is definitely going on. So, Puppy Cam!
Puppy cam.
Yep. I think it should be charged, which is usually the problem. We forget to charge it.
Did you know that these were outside the other day?
I did not. I was looking for them.
I brought them inside.
Thank you.
Well, let's see if Puppy Cam works, Dana.
Okay, we're going to see if it works, this username.
If it doesn't, I'll refund your points.
All right. Whoops. This is a simpler dinner here. I gotta check on those potatoes too, because we don't want them to overcook, because otherwise it'll be tough to fry them. We want them to just be done. Don't grate your fingers.
Hey!
Is it working?
So now I just need to pull it up over here.
All right, let's check the potatoes.
This. Just give it a second.
Let's see how we're doing here. The toughest part about doing 3 different kinds of potatoes is that they're not all going to cook at quite the same rate, right? Yellow potatoes tend to cook a little faster than red potatoes and stuff.
Don't change the scene, Dana.
Don't change the scene. Got it.
We'll go find you a puppy.
We're gonna go. Robbie, it's Got Puppy Cam up and working. It's a glorious day that it's up and working. You get to see, I gotta tell you, if my backyard looks like a mess, it's because it is. I feel so bad. There's a woman 2 doors down from us. She's an older woman from New Zealand. She's probably in her 80s, and she loves to feed the ducks. And the ducks, we could kind of laugh at. It was inconvenient sometimes, right? She would be like, we'd have ducks walking in the street. You couldn't drive by. We'd call it a duck jam. It was all fine. And then the pigeons started coming last year. And one day I looked at my roof, because I go outside and there's just pigeon poop everywhere now. Now I can't let her feed the birds anymore, and I feel really sad about that. So know that I feel really bad about having to do that to my neighbor, but I can't do it anymore. I looked up, there were like 50 pigeons on my roof and like 20 on each of the roofs on either side of me. My roof is higher than theirs, which is why I get more of them. So we have no deal with the pigeons, according to George Costanza. Yeah, I do at this point. And also, they just make Rocky go crazy, which is also not good. Okay, so we have grated our cucumber, and I've made a little mess, which is okay. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these and put them in here. I'm gonna salt them, and then put them over there by the sink so they can drain some. Oh, salt's right here. Ah! Okay. Rocky just turned 5 a few days ago. So I wish that he would be less of a pain in the butt. And he is in some respects. I can't say he hasn't made some progress, just not the progress I want. I want less velociraptor behaviors. I tell you, that fat starting to render smells so good. All right, I think these are done. So you guys got to see Rocky. He made an appearance on the show. Okay. Getting old.
Oh, she dropped the towel onto the burner.
It's not lit. It's fine. How does Rocky do during thunderstorms? Depends on how close the thunderstorm is. If it's far away, he's okay. But if it's close by, he looks at us like, what is going on?
He was not amused with the thunder last night.
No, he was not. All right, back on the burner. We're going to dry these out a little bit.
Especially so close to the recent fireworks last week.
That's true, too. The fireworks, we've put them to bed because those freaked him out a lot. I didn't quite get all the things out I needed to today. I think that needs to go that way. This is why I have a logistical elevation technician. Let's get that moved around. More rendering. All right. Get that fat rendered. Turn over. Do that side. Yes, talking to my food helps. Who thinks it helps?
Is that what I'm doing wrong on Sundays when I've been cooking? I'm not talking to my
You are
food
not
enough?
talking to your food. That's definitely what you're doing wrong. All right. Oops. All right. I don't think that's going to be quite enough fat, so we are going to put a little tallow in there. I will tell you this. I bought this tallow at my grocery store, and it was over $10 for 14 ounces. I went to Costco. This is tallow from Costco. I got 2 of these, $10. Less than half the price. Just saying.
It sounds like it was the same price.
Huh?
It was the same price, but you got double. I'm just being a pain.
You are.
I'm very happy to be back in my tech environment here, and I'm ready to hear pain. Megabytes yells at stream and appliances.
See, me too. I'll go, for crying out loud. Why are you doing that? Ugh. All right, let's see what the easiest way to smash these is going to be.
We
Is
used
this-
to threaten the movie projectors with hammers, and they would suddenly start working better again.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I think I need to do
not
them the
that
other
that
way.
fixed everything. They did have serious problems we would have to fix sometimes. But
We're going to go this way. Nope, that's a problem too. I think I just need to use a fork. Because you're letting everything stick to you. I'll have a little more control if I do this way.
so you just want it sort of smashed.
Yeah. So I think they were supposed to be more sliced. And I was supposed to use bigger potatoes. But these are the ones they had. Don't worry, we're going to finish making the tzatziki. I know you guys were all worried.
Old school movie theater projector, the pain and burns it caused.
Did it cause pains and burns for you?
I mean, we definitely had some burned film.
Why is that one up? That one doesn't like me. Did you not get cooked? What's up with that?
The smashing could happen in the pan once the bottom crisps up.
Could. Let's see what works better. We'll get the pork out of there.
Oh, the motor got so hot?
Over here. Because I pretty much think that's all we're going to render out of that. So we've got some tallow in there. Just keep in mind your fat that you're using is going to change the flavor of what you're making, right? All right.
The ones that I mainly worked with were about the size of the refrigerator. And they had giant exhaust vents for the heat.
Ah.
Speaking of heat,
Yep. You want to get close enough so you don't splash the oil, but not so close you splash it on you, which I did. So we're going to see how badly my fingers burn after getting tallow on them. We'll try it both ways. We're going to try it this way first to see how this goes. It doesn't matter as long as they're crispy.
it almost looks like flower petals in the pan right now, Dana. Hello, Clab.
Clap, hello. Are we practicing Robbie today? Changing the marquee was worse. Did you ever have to change the marquee, Robbie?
I did with the suction cup thing.
All right.
I didn't break too many letters.
So we're gonna put a little of this mix we made here. Now see, I usually do this kind of potato. I do it in the oven. So we're gonna see how this comes out doing it this way. Because this is the way this recipe told me to do it.
I think my worst injury was I was changing out posters outside the front of the theater, and the plastic backing fell out and sliced my hand.
Ow.
You guys did it from above and reached over? Whoa. No, we used like a 20-foot pole. And would rope off a section at a time so people weren't walking by.
You know, my fingers really hurt.
It must have been really, really hot then, because Dana's usually immune to fire.
Well, I mean, it'll hurt, but I usually, when it starts to sting, that's when I know it's pretty bad. So I think these are coming out okay. I think I'm going to continue smashing them over here. These are going to come out the way I want them to. Not pretty, but delicious. That's what I'm going to go with. Delicious is the more important part of it.
Unless you're trying to win a photo contest.
Which I'm not. Well, I mean, maybe I am. Maybe dish of the week. Maybe get this in there. And I don't want the pan to get too hot because we've got all those herbs in there. But look, we can see the crispiness on there. And we can see the redness on Dana's fingers. So, I take these out. Melt some more tallow in there. Chow style, hello, welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. How are you doing, Chow style? What did you do today? For those of
I
you,
like that me raid.
a me raid. What?
Because it's them.
Oh, me raid. Oh, yes. I'm raiding in. Well, welcome in, Raiders. Oh, I need to hand stuff to Robbie because he needs to make 2 things for raids to go up on our refrigerator. But welcome in. What did you do today? How did it go? Maple garlic sriracha. Ooh, cucumber salad and rice. Did it turn out delicious? It sounds delicious. I love sweet and spicy together. I really do. But Raiders, my name is Dana. I am a home cook up here in North Texas. And tonight we are doing a Secreto steak, which is a pork steak. And it comes kind of this part of the cow of an Iberico hog. I said cow, but I meant hog. And this is starting to burn, so hang on.
Don't burn it, Dana.
Yeah, let me get some more. I'm putting some tallow in here. We're frying some smashed potatoes right now before we make the steak. We're gonna have these potatoes. They've got some Mediterranean spices on it, and then we've got a tzatziki sauce coming, and then a peach and mozzarella caprese salad. So, I'm super excited about that. Cast iron, absolutely. Hopefully this time I don't burn the heck out of my fingers because I got some of the tallow splashed up and it's swelling up a little bit. That's fun. And then I do this and then Robbie gets all, he's like, oh my God, you've already burned yourself. What are you doing? Splash it away, splash it away. I have a very good tech guy. So Robbie, Randy, Ricky, Roy is my fiance, my tech guy, my logistical elevation technician, sometimes my sous chef, dog wrangler, bartender.
All the things.
All the things. Sometimes my chauffeur, sometimes does the dishes after stream, but does the dishes after regular meals, almost always. So, yeah, this potato was bad. It didn't cook. So we're not gonna bother with it.
Was it a fake potato?
Nope, was not a fake potato. So anyways, this is, in front of me is our Secreto steak. We're letting it come to room temperature.
That's true, Fajita Phantom. Thank you for reminding her of that.
Of what? Oh, wizard, and also the family wizard. No, that's not right. Also, a wizard in the family. Because my family wizard is actually I'm a marriage and family therapist, so it's an app we use when parents who are divorced or separated cannot act civilly with one another. So, anyway.
A potato.
So, potato. Robbie says potato. So, you can go whichever way. A faux-tato. It was kind of that. All right, we need to put some spices in here.
Yeah, she loves that redeem because she gets a break.
I do. So if anybody else wants to have Robbie do some cooking. Now, Robbie is actually going to cook. He doesn't normally cook because he doesn't like it, but he's cooking on Sundays this month to learn some easy dishes. So last week, he made a delicious pasta dish. And
The
this
recipe provided by Michael Bublé.
Yep,
Oh,
Michael
no.
Bublé.
Xanthalis cheered 500 to make Robbie cook for 5 minutes. Thank
Cool,
you.
I get a
No
break.
need
Thank
to
you,
tap out
Linda.
right now.
No.
Just wanted to
Thank
show
you
this
so
some love.
much. I'm more excited about this than Robbie is.
So I need to.
So there we go. Thank you for that follow, Xanthalis.
What did you do over here? There's like a time, but no time.
You can turn it off. I don't know why the timer's on. Timer. There you go. All right. So we're gonna.
What am I doing? Because this looked dangerous. You hurt yourself.
Yeah. So you're just gonna make sure these get crisped up so you can turn them over. And then you can take them out when they look crisped up and put them in here. And then, they're gonna probably need some salt, but according to me. According to you, they wouldn't need salt, but.
Nothing ever needs salt, according to me.
And then you're gonna take it out and you're gonna throw a little more tallow in there and
Hold
then
on.
do the
I
last
wasn't actually
batch.
listening. I was tying an apron. I can't do 2 things at once.
That's the rule.
So what? I'm moving these.
Just making sure they're getting crisped up and they don't burn. There we go.
There, I moved them.
I know it is excellent, isn't it,
I'm
child
doing
style?
the thing.
I'm in charge of tech now, so danger,
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
danger,
Whoa.
danger. All
It's
right.
yelling at me. But I'm
I mean,
liking
I
that.
yell at you too.
I
so.
still do my own scene transitions over here. What happened over here?
I don't know.
What have you done? There we go.
I got to make these things. I'm going to make some things to put on the refrigerator.
Oh,
So-
and I say that a lot because it's true.
Multitask? Oh, I wasn't actually listening. That happens all the time over here. He'll say something like, "Are you ready to do this?" And I'll be like, "Chad, didn't I just say I was ready to do this?"
She might have. She says a lot of things, though.
That's accurate.
You know, out of a 2-hour stream, I might be able to, repeat like 5 minutes of what she said.
Okay, so what's your excuse when we're sitting on the couch? It's just the two of us. We're watching a TV show. I haven't said anything for a while, and then I say something like, "You know what? We should really watch this show. I think I've heard it's really good."
And then I'll repeat it
And
as
then
if it was my idea.
30 seconds later, he'll look at me and he'll go, "Oh, I heard this show is really good. We might want to put that on our list of things to
You're
watch."
welcome.
And I'll be like, "I literally
He's messing with me, right?
just
The purple is also
said
potatoes. Yeah. Maybe it's the weather.
He might want to think that, but you know. All right, I got to get these up on there. I think, did we do golden flare? I did do golden flare. Okay, Tifa, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4.
How is it purple? How is the potato purple?
It's a
Dana?
purple potato.
Is it from a certain region? Is it just a
Nope, it's just a different type of potato that
So you got
you
your,
don't
like, your-
see that often.
your russets and your what's another potato type? Help. Stat, help.
Purple,
Purple apparently. I was trying to think of a third option.
red.
Red potato? So it's a mix between the red and the yellow?
I don't think it is.
It tastes like a potato.
It tastes exactly like a potato because you know what? It is a potato.
There's also purple tomatoes.
So golden, yeah, there's actually black tomatoes too. There is
do I need to evacuate
golden Dutch potatoes.
the
There's
potatoes yet?
You need to what? What?
Do I need to evacuate these potatoes yet?
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead. They're kind of a mess, but it's fine.
Everybody out of the pool.
We don't care. Vibrant tubers trace their origins to the high Andes of South America, particularly in Bolivia and Peru, near Lake Titicaca.
I'm doing great.
Perfect.
I'm getting like half of these out each
You
time.
like green beans? Ooh. Michael, I get that. Remember when that was all we worried about was how the vice president was spelling potato?
They don't want to leave. They like it in the spa. Help.
Put your spatula down. I'll do this
Look at this teamwork. Again.
Again.
One more time.
Again. Wait. There we go.
Ah, it got me.
All right.
It got me.
Get the rest of the potatoes. in
Oh, this
there.
is the dangerous part. It might be falling apart because I picked them up. I'm manhandling it. Is all this, you want all this goodness in here or just the big pieces, Dana?
All of them. Let's do them all. Pick up the drop potato. Oh, in between the grills.
That's
Oh.
splashy. That's splashy.
Yeah, you know what? We're probably
I have a fork if you would like.
there.
There, we saved it.
It's saved. Look at my fingers. They're not too bad. They're not blistering.
It really got you.
Yeah. I'm very talented that way, burning myself.
She is.
But that's what chat is great for, letting us see something that we did not see because we're not on top of
Yeah, I
the
think it was
grill.
hidden from my viewpoint. The pan was in the way.
You're tall. It's not supposed to be hidden from your viewpoint. That is why I have you.
Look, Megabytes. If people are going to make me cook, sometimes that's just the risk we take, is the kitchen might burn down. But we have a fire extinguisher just in case.
We do.
We're usually more worried about Dana.
You'll put a little of the seasoning on those potatoes.
This seasoning?
Just a little bit,
This
not
seasoning.
not a lot
So
of
not
it.
the whole thing.
Ooh. Just that's probably good. Megabyte says your only redeeming quality is height. That's not nice.
I'm going to remember things, Megabytes, in 4 weeks when you're really hoping for there to not be another sabotage at a really crucial time of the cook. And I'll just say it's in the name of charity and not revenge.
You haven't cooked with Robbie, you've cooked with me. Robbie wasn't cooking that night.
Yeah, you don't want to cook with me. I'm a disaster.
Oh, I'm saying you said that, Dana. Yes.
The tech is
Oh, I
perfect.
see.
Michael?
The check is perfect.
Oh, Megabytes is claiming that you said that.
I heard, I saw that. But I never said that.
These are sort of the leftover pieces when she smashed them in here.
Yeah, they're smashed to bits. So the answer is yes.
They were the leftover bits, and we went ahead and threw them in the pan to crisp them up.
Get them finished cooking, get that seasoning, and get some of that tallow on there. Why smash? Because I did.
They're delicious.
I actually like them when they're smashed because you have more edges that get crispy. And I like
the people that
potatoes.
like the edge pieces of the big brownie, like that.
Yeah. We could call it a potato hash, Michael. We could absolutely do that. Absolutely not, Megabytes. I will not stop doing things to get you into trouble.
Megabytes is perfectly
Exactly
capable
Chow
of
style.
getting himself into trouble.
Exactly. I usually do these in the oven. I'm using a different recipe. Normally I don't use a recipe, but I thought, well, let's see what happens. So you'll see that on my channel a lot. I'll do something, I'll be like, I do this way usually, but I'm going to try a different way because some of the ways I now do things that I love are because I tried something new and didn't continue doing something maybe the way my mom taught me or somebody else taught me. So, yes, love the edges of a brownie. Those are the best.
And
You
I didn't
do
think,
like
the
them.
first time that she made the smashed potatoes, I didn't think it'd make that big of a difference, and they were way more delicious. Not that her food is ever bad,
No, but when he ate them, he was like, ooh.
and we have done it a lot since then because
Yeah.
it made such a difference.
And it's so easy when you have people coming over for dinner because you
And then
can,
they're fans of smashed potatoes
Yeah.
because they're like, we haven't had this before.
yep, you can cook them and get them on the pans and get them ready to go in the oven. And then when people come, you just pop it in the oven about 20 minutes before you need to serve them. So
I think Dana's been bribed by the competition Megabytes to try and scare you off. We'll turn
I don't
this
even
one
remember
over.
who are you cooking with? I can't remember
You
off the
could
top
do
of my head.
exclamation point food fight cooks
We
to find
could.
out.
Food fight what?
Cooks.
Oh, I forgot to put it in there.
Or actually typing it in the box would help too.
Food fight
Cooks.
cooks. Mind your voice. That's right. How did I forget that?
Because we've had a lot going on this week.
We have. I'm gonna get rid of this.
Are
for
these
you.
done? Are these
Those
done?
are done.
I don't want to make them
and
too...
I think that you can be done. How's that?
It's a lot shorter cooking in 5-minute increments instead of a whole stream, Dana.
That is true.
Just in case you weren't aware of how time works.
Thank you for
I'd let you know.
thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that.
I might need teamwork again.
If you
Why
keep it
is
flatter,
the spatula...
keep it flatter.
I would keep it flatter, but then my hand is really close to the oil.
Oh,
Why is the spatula beveled?
this one?
Or this one?
Oh, that one? Because it's a beveled spatula.
Well, there you go. Asked and answered. All right, thank you again so much for the bits. Did you get them on the fridge?
Thank you. Oh, I didn't. Can you do that?
I will do that.
Robbie's going to get you
Which one is
on-
that? Is that this one?
It is the donuts.
Donuts. I can do donuts.
Although I don't really care. It really doesn't make that big of a difference to me. Consistency, not my forte
Did you
here.
start doing Tic-Tac for life? What
Uh,
happened over here?
I think Tic-Tacs for Life is up there. All right, I'm gonna turn this off for a second because we're gonna finish making the tzatziki sauce.
I was gonna say it's starting to smoke.
And then we need to make the peach burrata salad. So we'll get that turned off for the moment. I want to try and get some of the solids out of there because we're going to cook the steak in here. And I don't want those to burn and create issues, unyummy issues for our steak, for our pork steak. Let's get that off the heat. get that, and clean up my station because it's a little bit of a mess.
Yeah, probably more for a flat top, yeah. Did you already answer that?
But a flat top instead, you mean the steak?
Or the spatula.
Oh, the spatula, yes. I just needed something that was bigger than the ones I had, and that was the one they came with something, I don't even remember anymore. All right, I'm gonna stick these in the oven at 200 as well to keep them warm. Now that my bottom oven is finally clean. Okay, let's get that tzatziki sauce finished. We have got no, I don't think the bevel will hurt the potato lifting process. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. All right, the reason why we drain our cucumbers before we put them into things like sour cream, so when we're making a raita or a tzatziki or any kind of sauce like that, is because they have so much water in them. And one of my favorite things from growing up was a cucumber salad that my mom would make with cucumbers and onions and vinegar and salt and pepper and dill. And so I love tzatziki, no wonder. And if it wasn't served the next day, if we ate some the next day, it was watery. So we want to get some of that water out so that we don't end up with our leftovers being watery, especially if we're making it ahead of time. And so we are going to add a little bit of olive oil in here. That helps give it a little body. Olive oil is good for you. Probably need a little more.
Cucumbers are perfect in the summertime.
They are, and I have the little ones, which I love. And then you can take them and just chop them up and then smash them and add a little vinegar, a little oil to them. Make yourself a little smashed cucumber salad. All right, so we've got a little olive oil. We're gonna use a little lemon juice. If you don't have lemon juice handy, I think this is the lemon juice.
Michael says that yogurt can be strained to draw out some of the water.
Yeah, you could do that too. My mom always made everything with sour cream instead of, and I actually prefer things made with sour cream. Ask Robbie, I love sour cream.
She does, it's true. I can verify this.
A lot. I've actually taken the yogurt and I've made cheese out of it. I love making a nice farmer's cheese from yogurt. Or making labna. And then we want a garlic that is finely chopped. So I do have to get my cutting board out. I was gonna get some fresh dill. My grocery store did not have any. Garlic. It's over here somewhere. There it is. So we'll be using dried dill today. 6-pack, $1.99. Yeah, they are. They're so good, aren't they? I love them. No, not many. Let me show you. Because I only use 2. But you'll usually find them in little bags like this. And then they're little. And you can get them even littler. So they're like pickle size cucumbers. Sometimes you can get them smaller. Trader Joe's usually has them. Move that over here. And mince ourselves some garlic. I remember the days when I did not know how to smash. I didn't know this trick about smashing garlic. So I'd sit there forever and try to take the paper off of my garlic.
Cool.
And then somebody showed me this trick and it was like, whoa. Whoa. I think Robbie doesn't know what to do with me sometimes.
I don't. But yeah, the garlic just gets so sticky.
Great tenderizer for meat, absolutely. Another one of my really favorite things is I do a tandoori chicken on the grill. So it's not really done in a tandoori, and it uses yogurt on the outside with all sorts of seasonings. And you get a really pretty orangey color from it. 6-pack trays of them. So where are you? Are you, that you only have those? You know, different places in the country and different places in the world have, their produce is a little different. It's like if you come from Europe and you come over here and you try to pick up coriander, you're gonna get seeds. You're not gonna get what we call cilantro here. So Estonia, well, there you go. I've seen people travel to Estonia. It looks beautiful.
And
there.
thank you, Hairless Kit Kat,
Hamilton.
for the follow. I like your name.
Oh, Hairless Kit Kat, thank you for the follow. I get so busy talking and I'm like, I'll go back and say thank you when I'm done with the sentence, and then I forget.
From Australia.
Nice. So it's Friday. Well, we're still stuck here in Thursday over here.
It's Friday and it's probably chilly there because it's winter.
Yep. You know what? I am not complaining about, we have not had, knock on wood, yet this year. We haven't had 100, haven't hit 100 in Texas where I am. And usually by now we've had several hundred.
Certainly on some years.
And definitely like in the upper 90s. And this year it's been pretty dang good. All right.
Wait, so you're Dana?
I'm Dana, yes.
You gonna tap your sign?
This is my kitchen. Whenever Robbie's like, why do I have to do it that way? I go, because
she said so. Yeah, I don't have a fancy sign.
So I am Dana.
I'm drink more, cook less in the chat.
All right, and then we're gonna use, I would have fresh dill, but we don't have it, so we're gonna use some dried dill, and I'm gonna do this by flavor more than anything else. I probably am not gonna need salt since we salted the cucumbers.
It's true, I do have my fancy height, where if I'm not careful, I can actually hit my head on that sign.
That's true. Or on many things, not just that.
Ooh, you seem like one of the cool teachers you'd find at school, Dana.
Oh, I think I would be a cool teacher. I actually supervise new therapist, and I went back to school to go get my PhD so I could teach. And then I realized academia can suck, so no offense, Michael. So I decided maybe I don't want to be writing papers when I'm not really wanting to, if that makes sense.
And hello, Chef Mega.
Chef Mega, hello. Well, I was thinking of teaching, you know, therapy at the master's and PhD levels. And just, no. Too much ham in a pan. There's a story behind that. Meaning, they do too many things that just aren't necessary. They just do it because it's always been done that way. And that drives me bonkers. It's like, I get that it used to be that way, but it doesn't need to be. Tell me why it's necessary.
What I'm hearing is that nobody puts Dana in a corner.
No.
And you do things your own way.
Yep. As ABD, yeah, I could, just don't. Although I do have one class, I have advanced quantitative, I think it's the only thing I had left. Stuck in the old ways, exactly. And it just drives me crazy. So the story with ham in a pan, do you guys know this one? I know some of you do because I know I've talked about it here. It's that there's a newlywed couple and they have her parents and her grandparents coming over for dinner, and they decide they're gonna have ham. So she gets the ham and she cuts the front and the back off of the pan, and she sticks it.
Off the pan?
Not off the pan, off the ham, and puts it in the oven. Her husband looks at her and goes, "Why do you cut off the front and the back of the ham?" And she goes, "Well, because my mother always did." And so her mother, she said, "Let's ask when she gets here." So when Mom and Dad get there, she goes, "Hey, Mom, why did you cut off the front and the back of the ham?" And she goes, "Well, because my mom always did it." "Oh, let's ask her when she gets here." So when Grandma gets there, they say, "Grandma, why did you cut off the front and the back of the ham?" And she said, "Well, we only had a pan that was this big, and so I had to cut the front and the back off of it in order to fit it in the pan so it could go in the oven." But that happens a lot, right? We get lost on why we do things, and I think it's good to reevaluate every once in a while. Back in my day, yes, the pan was too small. Exactly. Okay, I need to make the peach and mozzarella caprese, so I do need my cutting board again. But let's get the garlic off of everything.
Did she not have a bigger pan? She probably, the younger person probably did have a bigger pan, which is why it really didn't make sense about cutting it like that, but that's how she had always seen it be done.
Yep. And it's the same with cooking, right? We sometimes get stuck in, this is the traditional way to do something. And I think it's great to keep old traditions alive. And at the same time, it doesn't mean it's wrong if you use modern conveniences, if it doesn't change the taste or the flavor.
She's just walking around the kitchen with a giant knife.
Such a great knife.
Hey, Lord Velos.
If you like this knife, you should watch Johnson. He makes them on Twitch. Oh, I forgot to get Lord Velos. Hello. I forgot to get something to put this caprese in. Hang on. Other room.
Yeah, I read an article about teachers and AI that someone had made an assignment that was basically AI proof, and just the percentage of the students that failed to complete the assignment and then complained that like they couldn't come up with a prompt for ChatGPT to help them out on it. It's like, that's kind of the point.
Well, there have been studies out there that show...
You call that a knife? This is a knife.
This is a knife. There's just been studies about how it atrophies part of our brain if we're using ChatGPT all the time.
I'm going to give Johnson a shout out.
Yep.
Anyone that's
So
new.
give him a, he gives knives away. You could win one.
We've won some.
We've won 3. I'm trying to win another one. Right now he's raising money. He's helping raise money. So like this one, he's helping raise money for Chef Steve and Creme Delish, who got hit by a drunk driver. And the insurance company won't pay up. Here's another one. This one's really pretty. Right there. So, and so he's raising money to help them because that was their livelihood. It hit their food truck. So they had to let go of some catering events because of it, because they didn't have any place to cook. All right, where did I put the mozzarella? Here it is.
Really, Michael?
So, oh, I think that's a good thing too, because AI is not always right. In fact, it's frequently not right. It drives me nuts. People will ask AI and I'll be like, so it got that from another website and it's not accurate. But I'm guessing that's what you're like, critique how it answered something is what you mean by that. I gotta dump some of this water out so I don't spill it everywhere. All right. So we're gonna get some of this in here.
Yeah, I don't really use it either, Megabytes.
I don't. I actually, if you have a search engine and you don't want the AI answer, you just have to put -AI at the end of your search query, which I do most of the time when I remember.
Yeah, it's definitely easy to misuse the AI. But yeah, I can see how if you're using it in a creative way that it wouldn't be a negative thing.
To assemble something original, they're still using to accomplish something in their own mind. The atrophy doesn't happen, and in fact, the opposite happens. Will atrophy and have it do things poorly for them. Actually, I think the newest research is actually showing that while it may help initially with people with creative endeavors, it does actually hurt them in other ways, depending on how they're using it.
I mean,
But it's a tool like anything else. You can misuse it or you can use it well.
Is it kind of like how we don't really remember phone numbers anymore
Yeah.
because we don't have to type them in? We just push a button and it calls, or we even tell the phone, "Hey, call blah
Hey,
blah
call, yeah. So, but that was the most recent research I saw on it a few weeks ago.
blah." Here you go. Here's a.
And I'll be honest with you, I didn't read the actual research on it yet. So, can Mama play changing cookie dough and actually making pocket chicken pot pies for dinner using empanada dough instead of making it hand out? Love that. I love that. How goes the cooking? It's going pretty good. Right now we're going to be making our burrata. I'm sorry, I keep saying burrata because that's what in my head I was going to be doing here. We're going to be making our little caprese with peach and mozzarella. And then after that, I'm going to cook the steak.
Silver G says, I did very well tonight. No scrambled eggs. Super happy.
Yes, excellent, excellent. I actually just got a Japanese omelet pan. I've only tried using it once. And I thought it turned out pretty decent for my first attempt. We had 1 egg left. No, we had 3 eggs left. No, we had 4. I used 3.
Oh my goodness, pick a number.
Pick a number, Dana. All right,
The rest
half
of
this
the food you
peach.
made was delicious.
Yeah? All right. This is interesting. This peach looks wider than the other one. Let's put that in the trash. Let's taste this peach and see. It's actually really good, despite the fact it doesn't look very pretty.
Just some quick quality control there, Dana.
Yep. I might just leave it like this and we'll just eat this peach.
I suppose that's an option.
It sure is. It's not very pretty, and I want this to be prettier. Here we go. Take a couple more of these. We'll get a little more mozzarella on here.
And you are planning on more cooking streams too.
I love that. I love that. So make sure everybody go give Tifa 11234 follow. Did her first cooking stream today and is raising money for Stand Up, which is a great organization. We talked to them at TwitchCon, if you remember, Robbie. Do you remember?
Stack Up?
Huh? Do you remember Stand Up?
Stack Up.
Stack Up. I'm sorry, Stack Up. I kept saying Stand Up, didn't I? Sometimes my brain doesn't work. Let's see if we can make that. There's a smiley face for you, Robbie.
But where's the peaches saying hi?
Peaches aren't saying hi.
I'm so creative that I made the peaches say hi to.
That is very much. You are very creative, sweetie. Very creative. Good job.
It's because Dana wants to do stand-up comedy.
Maybe, but not. I really don't.
I think that'd be fun to see Dana doing stand-up comedy.
I'm doing stand-up comedy all the time for like 3 hours up here, Robbie.
Peaches versus nectarines, which one is best?
Honestly, it just depends on how fresh they are. I like both of them. But I have a couple of friends who don't like peaches.
Hey, Suki.
Did you know I have one friend, I don't know why I still have this friend, but she doesn't like coffee or chocolate.
Or chocolate.
Or chocolate.
That's a crazy combo.
Yeah, that's Tracy. She doesn't like coffee or chocolate.
Suki
So always have to
doesn't
remember.
like fuzzy food.
Not fuzzy. You like clementines better than oranges? Well, I think clementines are a little sweeter. All right, this is the cayenne.
See, I don't drink coffee, but I do like chocolate. Which is part of the reason why when Braidwood Beanery was here and made the coffee.
He actually liked it.
What is this peach dish that you are making?
It's just it's like a peach caprese. So I might go pull some fresh basil and get some fresh basil on this as well. I'm making it up as I go along. So we've got some, this is, Tex Ag for Life brought me some peach vinegar and some cayenne olive oil. So we've got the cayenne olive oil on there, and now we're gonna do a little of the peach vinegar.
These days, I think I like dark chocolate more than I like milk chocolate.
I think that's true for me because dark chocolate has more chocolate flavor to it. Hello, Lesser Panda, how are you? I have to run outside and go grab some basil because I do have fresh basil. I have volunteer basil in my garden. So Robbie's gonna entertain you, woohoo!
I'm going to entertain you. Luckily, she doesn't have to go very far. The pre-roll ad really got to be Firehouse Subs. Hurry up, Dana. What should we talk about with Dana gone? Oh, absolutely, Tifa. Glad to follow. Welcome back to the kitchen, Cookery Man.
Are you behaving out
I
here?
still have my apron on. Play around with the.
What just happened? Okay.
That's not how that sounds supposed to go.
I saw you do that in another channel file, guys. I think you did that on Eat It Dad's.
You got me.
That's what was in the Zelda chest.
And thank you for the bits.
Thank you. All right. Washing the basil off. It's nice to have volunteer basil. I haven't had to buy a basil plant in 5 years for my garden. All right.
Do we have file guy stuff there?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I will get you up on the board.
Not this month. All right. Do that. I'm gonna slice these. Let's do this. We'll do a chiffonade. Do you know what a chiffonade is, Robbie?
The opposite of a chiffonade.
Nope.
Dang it.
How does anyone? I was thinking about doing mint, but my mint doesn't look as good, so we're gonna do basil. And I think Robbie will enjoy the basil more than the mint. He's not a big mint person.
I think it
either.
tastes better when you call it basil.
Okay, we're putting basil
Thank you. That'll taste
on
better.
here. We'll see if we put enough vinegar on it. So it's a white balsamic vinegar. It's delicious. I put it on peaches the other night. It was so good.
You are
All right.
on the fridge.
There we go. There's that. All right, time to cook the steak, everybody. What we've all been waiting for. Now, if you just got in here recently, I was talking about how growing up in St. Louis, we actually had pork steaks. You go to the other parts of the country and they're like, steaks aren't a pork. So we're gonna give this a try. I loved, one of my mom's favorite things was barbecued pork steaks. So this isn't quite the same as a pork steak that my mom used to make.
Did you see we're already 20% of the way to the pineapple-shaped Hawaiian
We
pizza?
are. That's exciting. So I want to do that because I want to troll all the food and drink streamers who said, I don't like pineapple on my pizza. So I'd want to make a Hawaiian pizza in the shape of a pineapple. We're going to see if I'm talented enough to do it. It'll taste good. But swingers pizza. A schnitzel? No, because the schnitzel is about pounding the steak out and then you're breading it and then you're putting it in, at least here in the United States. So we use pork chops for that here. And I think it's the same thing. I don't know, I haven't done a deep dive in it. But this is actually a Secreto steak. And I do love this because I love having a tech guide, can I tell you? I mean, I have my own stream deck here, but I don't have to do it.
And she'd have to reach over and push the button herself.
Look at all of the marbling that's in here. It's gonna be delicious. But nothing spicy, please. Well, let me know what kinds of things you like, and I can share some stuff. You can get, best way to do that, Tifa, is to message me in Discord, because if you tell me here, the chances of me remembering when I walk away from the counter are pretty close to 0. And if it's close to 0,
and there's other
it is a
recipe
0.
ideas on there as well.
There are some other recipes in there. So we do have a channel that I'm asking people for recipes for. So if you're new in here, a few things to know about me. So we do have at Twitch, we have a new creator club for food and drink streamers. So the creator clubs were made primarily to help non-gaming streamers. They do have a couple of clubs that are for gaming streamers, but it's to help those, what's the word I'm looking, categories grow. They usually have some sort of goal. For us as food and drink streamers, it's to grow. I'm one of the 5 founders for it. And one of the things we've been talking about is maybe doing a cookbook. So I want to make sure that we have community input in this cookbook, because that's one of the things that's great about streaming versus somebody who's on, say, Food Network. Oh, look, something was delivered. Golden Flare, thank you so much for that gift sub to Bastet 1979. So, but we want to do this, so kind of like Kyle, but what we want to do is we want to have lots of the food and drink streamers involved, and we actually want to maybe have the money go to charity. So we've only just begun to start talking about it. So in my channel, you'll see cookbook.
Which thing for gifted subs?
I don't know. Pick one. Whichever one you want.
Okay.
You do you.
We'll
It's
do
not. We
this.
don't have it up there. All right. So, if you have a recipe that you love, it's a family recipe, you want to see me cook it, maybe Robbie will cook it, pop it down in there, and we may cook it, and maybe it makes it into a cookbook. It should have fart jokes. Geist, you may have a problem.
Can I offer you
So
a
let's
drink?
hit that. Thank you, Golden Flare. As a matter of fact, you can. I do have a bottle of wine that has been opened and is sitting over there. A nice cab to go with our steak. Salt brine pickle recipe in there, please. So, hello, Mind of Royce. How are you doing?
Hey, Mind of Royce.
We're about to put this beautiful Secreto steak into some fat in the pan. Meanwhile, I'm going to clean this up some so that we can let the steak rest, which means I need to clean this off. Where did I put, oh. And there it is, there it is. Well, I'm sure when I was younger, I thought they were funny. Then I had kids. And I laughed along with them. So now, we're gonna get a little of the seasoning on here. Not too much. I don't wanna mess the flavors of this. I wanna really taste it.
Having kids should make it even more funny.
So this is a very, very thin steak here. So we're not going to cook it for very long on each side, maybe 2 minutes on each side.
It's almost
Chew
falling
it in there.
out of the pan.
I would say probably, I have some thoughts in it, but I don't want to put anything out there because I want to talk to the other food and drink streamers to see how we want to put it out there. But I thank you for your input about alluding to fart jokes on every recipe. Thank you. Should make it more funny. All right, come on. Come on, baby. I don't want you to overcook. So, like I was saying, this reminds me of a skirt steak. Oh, I definitely want to have humor in there. I don't want it to be, that's, again, it's a bunch of streamers. I think we may need to turn that over for the fat to get rendered a little more.
Like in one of Alton Brown's cookbooks, it'd be like feeds 4 or 2 really hungry people.
2 really hungry people. Exactly. It's just a cooking manual. No, I want it to represent what's unique about streaming. And if it were a book for 10-year-olds, fart jokes would definitely be a part of it. Your dad loved everything you did too. That's excellent. Well, good job. Good job, you. All right, we'll put a little something there.
Little something.
Little something. Ooh. I'll tell you what, File Guys, if you get a copy of the book, I'll write one and sign it for you.
Would you like me to pour you a glass?
Yes, my bartender failed.
I was
Golden
putting stuff up on the
Flare.
fridge and commenting on chat. Goodness.
I like to give him trouble.
She sure does. See if I'm gonna
All right, that side
swirl
looks a
this
little better.
for you.
I'm sorry? Oh, I had the, did you use the aerator? You didn't, but that's okay.
You know why? Because it was over there and not over there.
Because it was over there and not over there.
Yep,
You looked
exactly.
straight at me while you said both those things.
I know.
There we go. This is a nice organic Cabernet. I want this side to get a little more cooked. I'm supposed to read his mind. I know, he thinks that all the time. You know what happens, File Guys? Sometimes he'll do something, he'll be having a conversation with me in his head, and then he'll ask me a question and I'll have no idea what he's talking about. And sometimes he'll ask me a question as if we were just having a conversation, but it's a conversation from like 2 hours or 2 days ago.
Or 2 weeks ago.
Or 2 weeks
It's
ago.
not my fault she can't keep up. That's really on her. Once you go back to work, your cooking streams will be on Saturdays.
All right. But not sure yet? Okay, well, good. Good. Keep us in the know. And if you haven't joined the Food and Drink Club yet, make sure you've done that and you can get that information in there. So,
That link as well. There you go.
all right. Let's make some space while that rests. I've got all my herbs, all my herbies up here. Make sure I don't knock that over. I feel like I want something else on here. Like color-wise, it's not exciting me. Here, we'll do this. There we go. And then I need to get the potatoes out. Potatoes. Let's call the whole thing off. Do
Yeah,
you know that
unfortunately,
song?
the club is specifically only for streamers.
And you have to actually be an affiliate.
That's true. You also have to be an affiliate too. That's why Aspie hasn't been able to
Yeah.
join yet.
So do you know the song, Robbie, that goes, you say potato and I say potato. You say tomato and I say tomato. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. Let's call the whole thing off.
I do. I've never heard you sing it though.
Oh, well, there you go. Something weird, I was thinking about that. Well, there you go. Miss Sarah Lynn! Miss Sarah Lynn, there you are. Hello. Welcome in. How are you doing? How are things going over at the house? You know what, Michael, what do you think of putting some tahini on the peaches? I'll give it a little color if I can find my tahini. This is a disaster in here. So I don't know that I'm gonna find it.
You're my fuzzy little troublemaker.
where
Yes,
has
you
my
are. Now, who's your daddy?
tahini Oh, where can it be?
You mean tahini? Wait, what? I'm confused.
Tahini.
Tahine.
Tahine.
Like the cooking vessel?
No.
No, that's the other thing.
Tahini is the stuff like they put on margaritas that is orange.
Yeah, that's tangine.
Huh? Tajine? You think it's tajine?
But you're looking for tahine right now in the cabinet.
Yeah.
Is that Tajin?
Yes.
And
I
Sarah
don't
Lynn
see
got it right.
Yeah, I don't see it, so I can't do it.
Who stole it?
I don't know. What if we put some strawberries on there?
It just so happens that Miss Sarah Lynn walks in, causes trouble, and you can't find what you're looking for.
Exactly. I think she hit it. A little red. Yeah, chili lime seasoning. I don't know where it is. Not tagine,
Gold star for
tahine.
you.
Finally. Maybe it's in the bar. Let me see. Over here.
Oh, sure. The one part of the kitchen I can't show.
I am hidden from you.
I did. I hid it when we were down last December.
You what?
Miss Sarah Lynn said that that's when she hid it, was last December.
Here, we'll just take a strawberry.
That's some long-term thinking there, Sarah.
But I think the tahini would have been perfect. I just can't find it. But a few little strawberries can't be bad with peaches and basil. Basil goes great with strawberries. Oops. That looks a little more exciting to me. I want to keep it simple, like the ingredients are really good, but I also want it to look pretty. So there we go, one strawberry. One
That would
strawberry
mess
later.
with people to flip the toilet rolls around. That'll get you in a
Is
fight.
that cruel? So cruel.
Especially if they have a cat.
Oh yeah, especially that. Yeah, not tagine, tahine. So tahine is the chili lime stuff that you can find. They use it and they put it on like, people put it on like watermelon and other fruits, but it's also great as a rim with your margarita. It's so good. Okay, here we go. I gotta wash the knife again, hang on. My sink is not crazy full today.
You know why? Because Dana probably edited down her menu for once.
Well, I mean, I'm cooking.
Was that just 2 weeks ago you didn't edit and it was like a 4-hour stream with
No, I did
10
edit.
courses?
It was a 4, but I should have edited further.
Oh, so we could have been here for 6 hours.
You could
is what
have
I'm hearing.
been. And yet, it's not.
I mean, with the proper method of thanking Dana, anything can be.
This is true. All right, let's take a look at this. It's probably a little over what I would want it to be at, but let's taste it. I must go feed the tech guy real quick.
Ooh, ooh. I'll get a sample. Oh, wow. Like as soon as it touched my tongue.
It like melts, doesn't it? It starts melting.
Wow, wow, wow.
Okay, that's delicious.
Holy cow.
Kind of like the sirloin cap when we kicked that too, right? That it just kind of melts.
That has no business being that good, Dana. I mean, it looked good with all the marbling and whatnot,
But it just melts in your mouth.
I kind of feel bad that we're not sharing this with anybody.
I do not. I have zero regrets.
Or no regrets.
No regrets. I got no regrets. All right,
Boy,
we're
that
just
one
gonna.
piece looks really undercooked. No. Maybe it's just the camera.
Yeah, everything is cooked okay.
Well, if we don't make it to Sunday, chat, you know why.
But it's just got that kind of crispy fat on the outside that starts to melt.
What
So
cut
good.
of steak should you buy to cook in a cast iron pan?
I mean, you can cook almost anything in a cast iron pan. How much is a fair price for set? Well, it's Iberico, so it's going to be expensive. I bought a whole bunch of stuff all at the same time, so I got a better deal on it. But I wanted to see, is it worth the price that you pay? Because I've tried different types of pork. Duroc pork, Berkshire pork, and yeah, when you pay a little more for the pork and don't get just like the regular pork chops, the regular pork chops can be delicious. It's just another level. And out of the 3 heritage porks that I've tried, this is my favorite.
So what's a good cut of meat that's harder to screw up for someone that's beginning?
Yes. Oh, you got a little burnt while vacuuming the pool. If you're doing chicken, do chicken thighs. Don't do chicken breasts. Chicken breasts are super easy to mess up, but chicken thighs are way more forgiving. Get yourself a thermometer. That's my best thing, and look up the temperature that you want your steak to be, or your pork to be, or your chicken to be, and then use the thermometer. That's the biggest game changer, to be honest with you. So stick with regular cuts of meat, but like the more fat in it, the more forgiving it's going to be. The leaner it is. Although I will say pork tenderloin is really good too, but get a thermometer.
You'll get more flavor with bone-in thighs.
Oh, for sure. More flavor with the bone in.
And we like the sous vide. It's actually kind of nice because it's a lot easier to not overcook stuff that way, since it only gets up to a certain temperature.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It takes up a lot of counter space. But
All right. You ready? You ready for me to plate up some food? Look at this. It's not even 7,
'cause
Robbie.
you've done that with like steaks before. You'll cook it in the sous vide.
Oh,
and
it's one of my favorite ways to do ribeyes.
And then
is
you'll
actually,
sear it after it's cooked.
Well, it's not just that though, because what I do is I will sous vide the ribeye with some garlic to get some garlic flavor in it. Then I will take it out of the plastic, and then I will stick it in the refrigerator, in the back of my refrigerator that stays pretty cold, and I'll leave it in there for a day. Just not with any plastic wrap or anything on it, to dry it out, because that intensifies the flavor of the meat when you do that. So, and then it's already cooked to temperature, so it's already safe to eat, because you've already cooked it to that temperature. So then all you've got to really do is heat it up. But you want to put it in, like I had somebody complain they don't like the sous vide because they're like, it doesn't have any texture to it. I said, well, you got to cook it, like sear it afterwards. So you throw some butter or some olive oil or something in the pan and you get it hot. You throw that steak in there, and then you'll get a nice crispy side to it. Hi, daughter. How are you?
Happy very belated birthday.
Sous vide and then sear the outside. Yes, File Guys, that's exactly right. Beef tenderloin, yes, but beef tenderloin is so expensive, Michael. At least around here, it's really expensive.
We should just raise our own cows.
That might be expensive too, buddy.
My divorce says I like to dry age for about 45 days, but it's best when you do a full strip due to loss.
Yeah, so I do, when it comes to Christmas and I'm doing a rib roast, I'll put the rib roast in for a couple of weeks in the back and dry age it. So whenever you do that, it draws the water out and it intensifies the flavor, but you do lose mass. So when you think, oh my gosh, how come this is smaller than it was when I started, or it's not as heavy, it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be less. 45 days is a lot. Talk about raising cows. Yep. She's got a dog. It's Goofy. I think it's really an alien.
Dog.
I really do think it's an alien. All right.
I haven't quite upgraded all the way to husband. I'm still just the fiance of Dana.
It's only been 9 years. Don't worry about it.
But we're getting there. All things in their due time.
There we go. There's a
And we do have a velociraptor. That's true. That is a good counter to
I
her
didn't
goofy dog
intend
comment
to
of
have a
yours.
velociraptor, though. You intended to have an alien. You chose to
We
have
have,
an
Sarah. We had Megabytes in here earlier. I think threatening to throw down because Dana's like, oh yeah, I've got a surprise.
I have a surprise for you.
Yeah, for anyone else that might have, Megabytes is still here.
I'm still here, so shh, everybody. Don't say a word. All right, we'll do this one.
I threatened nothing. I'm pretty sure you were saying, Megabytes, that I'm only good for my height. That was straight from you and not from Dana. That was what I read while I was helping cook. Mm-hmm. Or you can provide cookies and I'll read stuff
be on your
properly that
side.
it's totally Dana. I'm very easy to bribe.
Are you?
Well, I've said it so many times. We love you, Megabytes. We kid. We kid.
All right, you ready? Do you need
We
more
also
wine?
learned you think nothing but socks is a good way to answer the door. No. Just that socks are more important and you should put socks on first. Suki says I am also very food motivated.
That's good to know. Suki, come here. Do you want some bacon? I got some bacon. Come on.
My divorce says, who is this Megabytes you speak of?
Certainly not somebody
Person's
I'm going to be
gonna
doing
knock you
food
out.
fight. All right.
All right, Sarah. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Enjoy
Tell
the
Darth
movie.
hi for us.
I will bite your finger. Speaking of that,
What?
Rocky got you.
Oh, yeah. See this? But it wasn't a bite. I took him to the vet and he got very anxious and scared. So he was in my arms and
So
like this.
He's a true velociraptor again.
Are you ready to
Are we
try
ready
some
to
food?
eat? Yes.
I think this one has more on it.
Honey, can you answer the door? Yeah, I'll put my socks on.
You'd be mad if I took you to the vet too.
Especially when it's to get a shot.
All right, we gotta go here. Nope, we need to go here. There we go. I got it. It's all good. Here, you can come over some. Okay, you ready? First of all, I just need another. So good. Totally worth it.
So I'm not really a big potato guy, and these potatoes are really, really good.
We put a little of that tzatziki sauce on there. So you get crunchy, you get the salty, you get the creamy.
You got a good point there, Suki.
Okay. But just socks on your feet with nothing else.
But
No.
who doesn't love a good sock puppet?
Uh-oh. I may be in trouble. Why do we put these things in his head? Okay.
I'm getting the feeling this first week of Food Fight's going to be extremely competitive, Dana.
But those are the most fun.
Because this is like 4 weeks out.
This is really good. Did you try this yet? That peach vinegar, that peach balsamic on there with that little hint of heat with the cayenne. Super good. Thank you, TexAg for Life. This is delicious. Isn't that great? It's like, it's kind of like not quite dessert, but I think it's a real good compliment to this.
You've
know,
done
Royce,
well, Dana. You've done well.
I burned myself today. So
So do as Dana does and not as...
No.
Wait, no, she says, not as she does. That's what it is. Words are hard.
that meat, it's more at home on stage than it is in an office. That meat is so tender. It is so, so, so tender. We're just sitting here eating in front of you. Usually
sure
I
are.
taste things and talk to you guys, but instead, it's so good.
Megabytes.
You guys. I mean,
Man, that's delicious.
it's all good. Everything is yummy.
Well, then you better win, Mind of Roy, since you can't eat the ice cream.
You'll have to wallow in very small, in a quarter cup of something.
How
But
come you haven't
anyways.
cooked this before, Dana? It's really good. You've been holding out on me.
Because I never bought it before. We're gonna do some more of this pork, not the Secreto steak. We're gonna do a pressa steak in a couple of weeks, I think.
If anybody wants some of this, you better get over here really quick, because it's not going to last long.
That's why I'm eating, because he may devour the rest of it. Okay, so it was a big tease, I know. The wine pour. He's like, you can have 3 ounces of wine.
Well, she generally doesn't drink a whole lot while she's cooking.
It's true. So that's because if I get tipsy, then who knows what's.
Well, that and you're just too busy.
Yeah, there's that.
You're like,
too.
oh yeah, somebody hydrated, so I actually need to take another sip of the beverage.
Okay, so we got Robbie cooking on Sunday. He's going to do a mushroom marsala bake, and then we on Tuesday. I'm going to be here we're going to be on Tuesday next week doing Master Chef for Chef John. I don't know if he'll be on with me or not, but if you're interested in cooking with me on Tuesday, let me know and we can get you set up so that you can cook with me. You'll have to be on stream, or you can be cooking at home and just say, I'm going to cook at home, not be on stream, but I'll be in chat. It's okay too.
So you get him the recipe and whatnot.
Yep. I can get you the recipe and the ingredients and what you're gonna need equipment-wise for you. And then on Thursday, I can't remember what I'm cooking, but I think I'm gonna be working on a recipe. I think I'm working on a Tex-Mex egg Benedict, but we'll see.
Megabytes is on
So,
the way.
on your way. We bring cookies, or you're gonna be left outside. That's all I can say.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. You want info? All right, send it to me in.
Discord?
Message me in Discord. I had a mouthful of food. It was kind of rude.
She's kitchen mom, by the way, on the
Yeah, I'm
server.
kitchen mom on Discord. If you do it to Dana's Kitchen, I won't see it because I have to log out of everything to get in there. And it's a long story why it happened that way. So, because I've had people do Dana's Kitchen and then they're like, I sent you a message. It's a whole big ordeal. Anyway, you'll bring ingredients. You don't have any meat made.
Megabytes.
All right, so who is on? Let's see who's on. And we'll see if we can get Robbie over there to send the raid. Oh, that's not where I want to go. I need to go over here. It helped. I talk to myself all the time, by the way. You can ask Robbie. I'm sure he
does.
sometimes comes down the stairs and he's like, who is she talking to?
I think it's part of why I don't listen to her, so I just think she's talking to herself half the time.
Yeah, something right there. Right there. Thank you, Fall Guys, for the bits. Are you up here for bits? You
Yes.
are. Let's get a couple stickers up there. All the Discord sounds.
We were disappointed. We were promised cookies. We like cookies.
So confused for a second. All right, let's see. Who is on? Chef Steve is still on. Mayor Bakes is on. Kitchen View, Get Baked. I think we just went to Get Baked.
Well, let's hope you got the burning of food out of your system and you're ready to go in 4 weeks, because burning your food might not help you win the competition.
Probably not, unless you have a really good story. You know, like when they go, and so we're using charcoal ashes and we're placing that on here to be really fancy.
I learned this when I visited an indigenous tribe in the middle of Africa that
Yeah.
only 2 other people have ever visited.
Exactly.
I swear this is how they did it.
Yes. All right, how about if we go to Titanium Chef?
Okay.
We haven't been over there for a while. ITANIUM_chef. That's it. All right, guys.
What happened was award-winning even.
You see, what happened was I pivoted. So I want to say thank you guys all for being here tonight. You've been awesome. And this was delicious. So I'm going to say the hype about Iberico pork is real.
It's real.
It's real.
Can confirm.
And you know I don't lie to you, because you know there are times I go, nope, not worth it. It's good, not worth it. Totally worth it if you can swing it. And yeah, so hopefully we will see you guys on Sunday when Robbie is cooking us a delicious, I'm pretty sure it's a vegetarian
Tune in
meal.
to see if I burn the kitchen down.
That's right. Tune in next week to see if can Robbie finish his dish without burning the kitchen down? Will Dana do a great job with tech? So there we go. In that kind of fancy bars, I put a giant hawk up on a thing, right? Or smoke, like you have to have the smoke flavor. Anyway, we're running out of time here. So we got to get going to the raid. Let's give a big warm welcome, hello to Titanium Chef. And I want to thank you guys so much for being here. You're fabulous, you're wonderful. Love you guys, love that you come and spend time with me in my kitchen. And go be your wonderful, beautiful self out there in the world. Take some kindness with you. We need a lot more kindness in the world right now. I know you'll do great.
And don't be afraid to push that follow button. They're free today.
That's right. Follows are free. So good night.